trusted mechanic in the heart of Port Harcourt. Chigozie was a name that commanded respect in the auto repair world. If your car had a problem, he was the one to call. Skilled, reliable, and known for delivering top-notch service. His reputation was so solid that he easily ranked among the top mechanics in the city. Customers trusted him blindly, confident that their vehicles were in safe hands. But trust is like fine china. Once broken, it's never the same again. Over time, Chigozie's priorities shifted from quality service to quick money, and soon, his once sterling reputation began to tarnish. A soldier's journey interrupted. Captain Ortega, a military officer stationed at Oju Barracks in Oyo State, had been planning a trip east with his family. It was meant to be a pleasant visit to his in-laws, but along the way, his car developed a fault. Struggling with the issue, he managed to drive it safely to Port Harcourt, where his father-in-law, Chief Green, lived. Upon arrival, Chief Green wasted no time calling his trusted mechanic, Chigozie. The mechanic arrived promptly, full of assurances. Chief Green, who never haggled over prices and paid handsomely for good service, handed over the car with full confidence that it would be repaired professionally. The deception begins. Instead of fixing what was a minor electrical issue, Chigozie decided to milk the situation. He towed the car to his shop and deliberately delayed the repairs until late in the evening, creating the illusion of a major mechanical failure. By the time he returned the vehicle, he demanded 50,000 Nigerian nairas for his extensive work. Without hesitation, Chief Green transferred the money, but the real damage went unnoticed. Chigozie had secretly removed the catalytic converter, a crucial component that reduces fuel consumption and minimizes engine noise. In its place, he inserted a cheap wire, confident that no one would check. The unfolding disaster. The next morning, Captain Ortega, unaware of the scam, filled his tank and set out for an event in Owerri. The journey should have been straightforward, but something was off. A full tank that normally lasted from Oyo to Port Harcourt was already running empty before they reached Owerri. By the time they returned, they had refueled twice. Confused and frustrated, Captain Ortega reported the issue to Chief Green. When they tried to contact Chigozie, his phone was off. They rushed to his workshop, only to find it locked and deserted. Suspecting foul play, Captain Ortega sought a second opinion from Emeka, another well-known mechanic. After a quick inspection, Emeka let out a knowing chuckle. "This is classic Chigozie," he said. "Your catalytic converter is gone." He lifted the car and pointed to the tampered exhaust system. He stole it and replaced it with wire. Captain Ortega's face darkened with rage. Chief Green, reeling from the betrayal, immediately checked his own vehicles. To his horror, every single one of them had also been stripped of their converters. The chase and arrest. The matter escalated quickly. Captain Ortega reported the case to the police, who launched an investigation. Officers sealed off Chigozie's shop and tracked his location. It didn't take long to discover that he was en route to ABA, the notorious hub for black market auto parts. He was about to sell the stolen catalytic converters to a major dealer when law enforcement caught up with him. Both Chigozie and the dealer were arrested. Their illegal transactions cut short. The stolen parts were recovered, but the damage to Chigozie's name was irreversible. Lessons to learn. Reputation is hard-earned, but easily lost. No matter how trusted someone appears, it's always wise to remain vigilant. The rising trend of catalytic converter theft is a stark reminder that dishonesty lurks where least expected. Chigozie had it all: a thriving business, loyal customers, and a bright future. But greed clouded his judgment, and in the end, he lost everything. Now, instead of fixing cars, he sits in a prison cell, haunted by the consequences of his own betrayal.